Hi there, my name is Cassie. I go by she and they, and I am currently residing in Regina. Give me a sec. Which is Treaty 4 territory, the traditional lands of the Cree, Dakota, Nakota, Lakota, Saulteaux, and the homeland of the Métis Nation. Just took a sec to figure that out because I've been wanting to do that for some time, especially on the big video. But yes, Cassie, WIP parade, sort of. It is, and I go by she, they, and I currently reside in Regina. I am a librarian for the Regina Public Library. And I've currently been close to a year in this new position. And this is a WIP parade, or just hold me accountable what I have done over the past year. I think I released my first Flosstube about around this time last year. I can't remember. So, but I thought it was great to go through what I have done and then kind of just say, you got to get back on it. Come on, girl. Come on. So first off, I'm going to do my WIPs. So my current works in progress of cross stitch. And then I'll jump into the knitting that I have. I'm probably going to just touch on the stuff that I have touched in the past year. I am not going to go deep diving into my knitting stash because I know I haven't touched a few. They're just staring at me right in there in the corner. But I'll only talk about what I've touched. And then I'll jump into quilting. And I'm pretty sure I didn't show you this last time because I was just starting. And I did record a little bit of something for over Christmas, but I was planning to post it when I was actually on my holidays. And the Vancouver fiasco of 2022 was something that I could not tolerate anymore of my brain space being taken up by something else. So that was a little bit... You know when you need a vacation to recover from your vacation? That's me. Hello. Alright, so I will go through all my projects. I probably will not remember fabrics. I will probably butcher some names, but I would, like, as always, I'll put up the, who the designer is. And if I do say the wrong designer, I'll put the correct one up here. Like, this is the correct information. Okay. I'm going to go first into my big projects, my two oldest projects. Because why not? So this is the Mermaid. I took it off the Q-snap just for you. This is the Mermaid by Gecko Rouge kit by the Medusa Dollmaker, the designer, or the artist. And I'm doing it with 14 count, E-count guide, and the kit flosses. I took it out to the Q-snap just for you. And I'm probably, if I'm editing it, I'll probably put up the picture of it a year ago, just to kind of like give myself a little pat on the back and go from there. Wow. This is actually the first time I mess off looking at it too. Wow. Yowzers. Yeah. Nothing's ironed. Sorry. No crinkly though. I took it all out of the packaging. And I'm pretty sure it's down at the bottom now. Hopefully the light will stay and cooperate with me. I have noticed some of the stitching being compressed in my Q-snap, but I'm going to wash it anyways. So it will fluff up. But like, from you see it, it looks fabulous, right? Looks great. Like in the back. It's the It's it's a masterpiece of its own. The back. So that's that. And turn off the Q snap. Yes, and adjusting the Q snap from the last video helped me get over my stitching bug on that. Yeah, I was getting sick and tired of the gold. I think that's what it is. Eventually, I'm gonna have to knuckle down on the gold and do it. I'll put it on the Q snap later. We'll join the pile right here. Okay, probably the oldest WIP I have is the Brunette from this kit I bought. And it's done. It's just the back stitch needs to be completed. And I did take a picture before I started the back stitch, and then did some back stitching. So I wonder if you could see. Yeah, you could see some of the back stitching happening, especially on the jewels. I was like, I need to get the jewels done. Like this crown here, pretty much back stitching is done there. So I'm working off a paper copy, so it's slow going. But I haven't done the face yet. That scares me, the face. But some back stitching is done on that. That's that. So eventually I will get that one done. Like back stitching doesn't scare me, but it's boring. So eventually I need to get on it. Eventually. And then this one. Okay, I had to pull it out for this video because it was tucked away in my bin. So this is a Jewel Queen from Night Spirit Studio. And let's just see through it. Do I have something here to kind of break it? Almost. It's kind of funny. Grabbed violet. Anyways. So I stopped this because I was getting pissed off at the blue, like the dark blue 939, I think it is, how much it blends with the black. And I'm like, I can't see what I have done. So I had to just put it down and just walk away from it. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, I should pick it up and start doing it again. Because that's what I did. It's like I did the dark blue, and then I was like, I had no other project in my hand, so I started doing the gold, and just so eventually I should just get back on it. I'm almost done, and I think I actually have a frame that is perfect for this. So maybe. This is just on Black Aida, black from Michael's Aida. I should pick it up and do this again. This is a Keramos Bestiary from Ingleside Imaginarium by Brittany. This is probably the first thing that really spurred me to pick up cross stitch. So this is when I was in London, Ontario, and I had to pick up the fabric somewhere, and I went to Stitch It Central, which is in London. It's a big store in there, and this was Fabric Flair 16 count waxing moon. So it's done. Again, it's the back stitching that's getting me. So I have done the back stitching on Pegasus, the Siren, the Sphinx, the Hydra, those tons. The Griffin, And then Chimera. Looks like it's partially done. I haven't outlined the back legs yet. Yeah, the back legs are not outlined yet. And then I haven't done anything else except for, like, I started to do the octopus. And I guess the reason why I haven't done this is because the patterns themselves are on my computer here. So I have to look at my computer to use it, to outline it. Like, I still haven't done the white in the waves here, the border. The back stitching does make a big difference. But it is done. I just need to do it again. I gotta do it. And I was planning to do this for Christmas because that's what I did last year. Is I brought this with me to Christmas last year, and I finished it off. And oh yeah, that's right. So much ripping had to be done to this because I counted wrong from here. I counted wrong from here. Like I had to rip out this entire. Okay. So that's why I was planning to do this for Christmas. But instead, I focused on Baba Yaga. It's just black. So that's why I was like, my brain capacity for Christmas was limited. So black it was. So I need to work on that. Let's see. Eventually, you will be done. Okay, this is, you know what, actually, let's talk about this one that was underneath it, because I don't want to talk about that one right now. So this is Night Spirit Studio, which is woodcut. It's done, finished. I was supposed to frame this and give it to a friend for January birthday. I almost want to keep it for myself. But I have the back stuffs. I do sort of have a frame. No, I don't. So the Michaels in Regina had a fire. So they're supposed to open in February. They had this fire in November. How long can I wait? So this is a new start within the year. So I started this a couple months ago. So I'll probably put a picture here of the what it was like last video or something. So that's that. That's on 18 count fiddlers, oatmeal, something from Michael's. Shredded my block, but whatever. It got the rustic look I was looking for. Okay, this is Haunted Library from Lola Crow. So this is Haunted Library. Let's see, there we go. I am almost there. Well, I've been focusing mostly on the bookcase and the stairs because the books are not the colors I want, but I'm working on it. All the white is in glow in the dark, so that's another added challenge. But I have cut the glow in dark, sorry, the glow in, what did I just say? The glow in the dark floss short. So it's a pain in the butt to rethread every time, but it's easier to manage. Yeah, so that's that. I'm working on it. So that is that one. This is on 16 count Ship's Manor mummy wraps. All right. So that's that one. So I have put a lot of time in this one recently, so it's gonna be a big change. So this is Baba Yaga by Autumn Lane Stitchery. On the call for fabric, using the call for flosses for now. So this is just black right now. So you can see where I was like color completing, like Baba Yaga. Like I think, yeah. So I went up, finished the leg. Yeah, I was off by one still, so great. It means I counted everything correctly. And I'm still off on this part, like whatever. And then I went into Baba Yaga. Now I'm going down to her legs. And I have figured out the flosses that I'm going to use for the magic. So it's going to be red. That's like where my brain is going right now. It's like, I want to do the red more than anything else right now. So I am at the point where I was like, I can count to get to the red. Because I'm not going more than one. I can't count on linen. And this is making me think that linen's okay. It takes more brain processing power, but like 32 count, 2/2 so far is okay. So I've actually also gotten some more I got some fabric from Nicholas Flamel, old book, and I'm going to be using that for Hawk Run Hollow from Carriage Tree Samplings. I can't remember. I'm going to do that one on that one. Because I haven't really found a fabric that I like for that, except for old book. I seem to be liking the old book, like this. This is what I like more than anything else. So that's that one. But that's all my WIPs. Yeah, like I've shown a few, like I'm just poking on my desk, but that's all my WIPs. I have finished a few, so I have finished as per last video. Something fell. This one I finished. Just haven't framed it yet. And then when I was digging through trying to find my WIPs, I was like, oh yeah. So I have a bag full of finished stuff. And I was like, did I show you this? I don't think I did. So I'm going to briefly go through this and show it to you. And yeah, there's a few things I've showed to you here. So Night Spirit Studio bookmark, the Night Spirit Studios Death tarot card. Eventually I need to frame these. This was actually the first thing that got me into cross stitch was when I was in my master's degree. During pandemic, they were like, this Discord was like, well, I'm gonna put some kits together to make this. Do you want one? And I was like, sure. $5. Gave them the $5, and then they gave me a pattern with this is the COVID. This is the virus, whatever, particle. And then I was planning to put books here for my master's degree in libraries and information sciences. And I charted it. I just haven't put it in yet. Typical. But this is the tower on the campus. If you know, you know. 2021. I should have put 2020 because that was the year. But 2022 was when this came out. This is Memento Mori from Night Spirit Studio again. Did I complete this? I must have finished this, I guess. Eventually I need to frame it. Eventually. And then, oh, Iconic Visitor. This is actually perfect size for something I have in mind, the frame. This is the point of the whole thing of WIP praise is making you go through your stuff and realize things. Like this. There's still fabric in here. And then it's got floss. Where is this floss from? What is this floss for? I'll figure that out later. Like, I still have floss. Like some gentle arts. Yeah, it's all gentle arts for this one. But that can join this, the master floss. And this is, I know this was from Ink Circles. This is with their Athena. I waited some time to get these gentle arts because I was like, this is the first time I really played around with overdyed or whatever you call them. And subtle impact, I guess. Don't remember showing this one to you, but here you go. It matches my necklace. Anyways, so that is, those are all finishes that need to be finished up somehow. But now I have the time and energy to do that. I'll probably try and do that this year. Hold myself accountable. Try and finish those off and do something with them. Whether it is to actually make the bookmark or to display them somewhere. Put that in there. And got my flosses everywhere. But those flosses need to go to join the master floss. I'm gonna pause this and then I'll jump into the knitting. The 2 knitting projects that I have done in the past year. Sorry, mistaken. Only 1 knitting project I've really touched over the past year. And that's the one I picked up for the Stephen King's Mystery Knit Along, Twists and Turns. So this is, I finished part 1 and 2. So I'm now going into part 3, which requires me to go into Ravelry, download the pattern, and get it all set up. But I finished the cables. This is my first time actually cabling. So I'm quite proud of myself. Our horizon has expanded. But that was the whole point of Stephen King's Knit Along, right? It's like he posts a video and you look at it and you go, oh, that makes so much sense. So it's all curled up, but last time it was partially here. One was only partially finished. So I finished the other ray wing, I guess, and then finished the cabling for both sides. This is the other project that I would stress knit at the airport. So that's that. Let's see. Ta-da! So that's pretty much the only other knitting project I have actually touched and worked on over the past year. What else? Like all the yarns I probably have mentioned in previous videos, so I can't remember. Sorry. Okay. Quilting. Okay. So this is as much quilting as I have done. I'm behind on 2 blocks. I have 1 block in the process of being made. It's the woven one that I was thinking I was not going to do until Kimberly, whatever her name is, at Fat Quarter Shop said, it's easy, just keep track of where your fabrics are. That's the problem. And I was like, oh, so it's just complicated because how many moving parts. So so far haven't completely effed it up. So it's sitting on the table waiting to be sewn together, the last bit, and it looks okay, knock on wood. So these are the other blocks. You will see how advanced I have gotten over the couple blocks. So I'm gonna start from the bottom. So this is the first block I've done. And some of these blocks, don't ask me to remember. Some of these blocks are from the previous Sew-alites, because some of them were a bit like expert, and I was like, I don't feel like I'm confident enough to do that. So these are all either beginner or intermediate. So that one looks fine. But of course, I'm off. Whatever. I'm not going to be a perfectionist like this on my first time. So that's one. That's two. You can clearly see I am off like a good chunk. But at the same time, it's like the other side matches perfectly. It's like flying geeses. It's the flying geeses. Well, I should stack this up in a different way. There we go. Alright, this one. So many threads all over the place. And I just swapped too. And you can see the different sizes. This is me figuring out my foot. My 1/4 inch foot is not the same as the other foot that I had. So I had to get myself a 1/4 inch foot. So there's some size differences, clearly. I wonder if this is a pretty, yeah, this is the biggest. Like, how big is that? And this is supposed to be 9.5, right? Like, I'm pretty sure this is 10, and this is under 9. So, like, I will figure it out when I have to make the top. I know this one is from the first one, because, yeah, I was like, I can't be bothered. And then this one, this was the start. This is with the start of me going, oh, the background fabric does not need to be white. Now I'm liking the darker mood that I get with darker fabrics being the background. So it's like, again, like, yes, I'll remember to throw in white as the background every now and then. This is from the first one again. When you get this one, it's like classic. This is the one I was most proud of because everything lines up on this one. Yeah. Everything lines up on this one. And then the last one I have done. The easiest block, she says. The easiest block in the whole... And I still effed it up. It's like... I'm off. Again, the bottom is fine. The top is off by... Whatever. I've given up. This is one I haven't trimmed yet. So I'll probably have to figure that out. So that's quilting. That's what I have so far. It's going to go until April. So I'll try and remember to show you from that point onwards. But you can see all my fabric lying up on there, over there. Because my ironing board is just off this side right over there. You can see my sewing machine. Right there. But that's that. That seems to be really focusing on the quilting, like bouncing back and forth. It's actually really therapeutic. It's like, let me just put this together. Oh, let me go to do a couple more stitches. Oh, let's... And bouncing back and forth is quite nice. Plans. So some plans for this year is I am mustering up the energy to do 100 owls. Like, it's here. This is 100 hours with the fabric. I will do it eventually. I'll muster up the energy and start it. And then I actually also picked up the heart sampler from vibes only, because D from 20 Stitches, they were showing casing it, and I guess it's just gone to my head that I need to do it, so I'm doing it. But I'm doing it a black fabric, so that'll be nice. I kind of want a little bit more special, so I'm need to see if I can look around my flosses to see if some flosses will work. With the amount of red that I had did to get for Baba Yaga figured out, I could probably do it. I just need advice, possibly. But future Cassie, you need to frame some of this stuff. You need to frame them, or finish them at least. Keep up with the quilting, keep up. And I actually have signed up for a quilting class to do the quilt, learn how to quilt a peach tree. It worked for my schedule, so I'm doing it. So that's another quilt that I'll be doing. And I'm using, so that will be, that's an entire class from start to finish. So at the end of it, I will have a quilt. So when that's done, I will have a William Morris quilt. Are you ready? I'll show it to you. I actually got the fabric right here. So, what is it? Poppins Quilt Shop in Penticton. I was there for over the holidays, and they had, like, as soon as I walked in, it was like under the desk, there was William Morris, the Free Spirit line. And I was like, yes, I've been looking for this. And of course, Poppin's not online, so I couldn't. Millennial here can't call because that produces some anxiety in me, whatever. So I walked in, saw their Free Spirit stuff, and I was like, okay, I'm gone. Give me some. So I got some jelly rolls. So that'll be something for the future. But, and then when I went to, so I had some of that fabric. And then when I went to sign up for this Learn to Quilt class, and I had to get fabric for that because I was like, I don't have enough jelly rolls and ain't gonna cut it for this one. And I was like, do you have anything William Morris? And they're like, oh, actually we do. And I was like, this. So there's like the new stuff. So this is all fat quarters, this is 8. So for the pattern, I need 2 more fabrics of this, and that's right underneath here. But I am really excited about this. Like, pink is not my color, but it's William Morris. You can't go wrong with William Morris. And then, so that's that one. So that's 8. And that's the 10th. And then this. I bought this previously somewhere, and it'll fit. It's more than a fat quarter, but it's what I have. So it'll fit in there. A lot of blues, so it will overpower the pink. Perfect. This is another fabric that will go for frames within the pattern, whatever. And then this is the binding, just navy. And then I was like, I'm smart. I'm very smart. This is the border. So this is fabric that's already repeated in the fat quarter here, but I was like, I really like these blues. So the border, like the pattern is big, that when I use them in the fat quarter, it will lose definition. But when I'm using for the border, they'll understand that this was in the fat quarter. So that's that one. Is this Strawberry Thief? Yes, this is Strawberry Thief. A more bluer version of the Strawberry Thief. And this is Loudon, I think. Look at me, I know my William Morris references. So this is this might fulfill my need for having a William Morris cross stitch. We'll see. Again, Michael's fire, so I don't have floss, so I haven't had the temptation to go and buy floss for new patterns. Like I had to walk through, I have my books and figure out patterns, like what the DMC is for the patterns for. But I still wondering if I should do it in needlepoint or like wool, like cool, Appleton cool, like that, instead of an actual DMC, because I would like to use it as a cushion, like to cushion this really old chair, which is being covered by stuff. But that's my grandmother's chair. So it has really old faded fabric on it, but eventually I will get it reupholstered and maybe it will become my William Morris corner. We'll see. But that's my thoughts. I hope I didn't talk too fast. I hope you will come along with me on this journey to keep myself accountable to what I'm doing. And I hope also that I stop exploding my hobbies all over the place. Like, I need to keep things contained. But other than that, enjoy the rest of the month, the year. May you have fruitful plans for all your cross stitching, all your crafty hobbies, and come follow me down this rabbit hole that I'm going to venture on, because the Learn to Quilt thing is starting this Friday. So by the next time you see this video, because I buy monthly, you'll probably see a finished quilt. Possibly. So, see you next time. And take care. Travel safe and be safe.